And joining me now is Justin Wolfers, President of Economics and Public Policy at the University of Michigan. Welcome, Justin. So President Trump warned of another Great Depression if courts strike down his use of emergency powers to justify his sweeping tariffs. What is your take on his claims? What is the possible fallout should courts find his tariffs illegal? I mean, let's start with the chaos, but what would the fallout be like?
Wow, it feels like it must be opposite day if the president says that eliminating his ability to impose Depression-era tariffs would be a problem. Look, it's true. Last time we had tariffs this high was the infamous Smoot-Hawley Act, the Depression-era Smoot-Hawley Act. And if that doesn't give you a hint about what this does, nothing else will. Look, tariffs are extraordinarily high. The legal issue here, I think, is actually very important, which is the power to levy tariffs. The Constitution very clearly gives that to the Congress. The Congress gave the White House limited powers, and the president is well out beyond that. To say that there's anything that could be done to create greater chaos in the globe right now around tariffs would be an exaggeration. And if the courts do provide some clarity, I think that would be very helpful. And more to the point, if they restore the power to levy tariffs back where the Constitution wants it, which is back with Congress, I think it might lead to more democratic policymaking as well.
You know, Trump has flip-flopped on tariff start dates. He's imposed hikes on a moment's notice. How much uncertainty is this creating across global markets? I mean, what are the challenges in, say, doing business with the U.S. right now? And do you think the dust is ever going to settle?
Yeah, so it's created enormous uncertainty. There's a few economic uncertainty measures that economists like me look at. And a couple of months ago, Trump had managed to create greater economic uncertainty than even the COVID virus, which is, if you think about it, a pretty extraordinary event. Now, it subsequently has happened that the only certainty in global trade right now is uncertainty. We're all starting to get a little bit used to it. Finally, 7 months into his term, or 10 months after he came down the golden escalator, President Trump has imposed his tariffs on the rest of the world, but almost immediately he started to move what those rates are, and he used them to bully other countries to get concessions in other domains and so on. And so it appears that even once he's got this new set of tariffs in, which they've been in place now for all of a day and a half, it looks like he's going to continue to raise and lower them according to his whims. And so the CEOs that I talk to are pretty much prepared for 4 more years of tremendous uncertainty when it comes to doing business with the rest of the world.
How about the average American? When does it kick in that they feel it?
That's a very good question, because the big headlines here have been going on from April and May and June and so on, but actually the big tariffs hadn't. See, there's a difference between a tariff announcement and the tariff reality, particularly with a president who continues to back off. So the tariff reality really did just kick in just yesterday. And so what that means is goods that got loaded into ships today are going to face these very high tariffs. Now, those goods are going to take a month to get to the United States, a week or two to get through customs, another week or two to get trucked to your local store, from which they'll enter the back room, and they may even take another month to hit the shelves. So already American companies are paying these much higher prices, the higher tariffs, but how long they'll take to filter through to the prices that you and I see, I expect we'll start to see that in the next couple of months.
Okay. Justin, thank you so much for your time. We'll look forward to having you back. Appreciate that.